Yo guys, what's going on? So we are back with yet another video for you guys. Got a slightly different video today. So I'm going to be talking about a contender for the meta that I think really is slept on. It's really good at shutting down the opponent. It's just a good all-round rogue option for this format. Since the ban list dropped early this week, we've had some ideas. There's some uncertainty within the format for what good rogue decks to pick. But I feel like this one's a really good solid deck, and really fun to play with, and that is of course Paleo Frogs. So yeah, so I went to locals with it last night. I had so much fun with the deck, really good. Yeah, it's just like if someone wants to pick up a new deck that isn't sure what to play with, I recommend Paleo Frogs because it's such a good fun deck. And yeah, I suppose we'll get onto the deck list. So I'm going to be showing you guys the main, extra and the side, so 40 card deck. And yeah, so I'm just getting straight into the deck profile. Okay, so start things off with the frog lineup, which is pretty standard. So play 3 swap, 3 dupe, and the 2 rodent toad. So this, in my opinion, is the, well, I say my opinion, I think this is no standard variant. We see people going to 3 rodent toad, but it can be a brick in that sense. So I think 3-3-2 is quite a good lineup. For the frogs, and this is the main engine deck. As soon as you get 2 toads in the grave, you can start feeding in the frogs, and yeah, the not once per turn special comes up. It can lead to the totally awesomes and the negates, which is pretty insane. Sorry guys, just gonna move the camera slightly here. Cool. So next, for the consistency / extra normal summons, we play 2 Lilith. We play a trap trick variant. So having 2 Lilith is really good because it can obviously get out Trap Trick, which is the best trap card, like one of the best trap cards the game has ever seen. So Lilith is really good at doing that. Extra consistency with the deck as well, so that's what we want. And then we main 3 Phantasme with 3 Ash. So obviously Phantasme is just good against, you know, most of the format. I think is really good. Get an extra body on the board and then dig out an extra card. Yeah, he's just solid, and 3 Ash is obviously generic hand trap. And that is it for the monsters. So only a few monsters in the deck because there's really heavy traps. Consistency, we just play the 1 spell, and that is Lip Start. Yeah, just consistency. And then we play the 3 Impermanence with the 3 Trap Tricks. Obviously Trap Trick can get you Impermanence, but Trap Trick can get a majority of the deck as well because they're all normal trap cards. Apart from the odd few, but we'll get onto that. So Trap Trick is insane, it's so good. So if they Twin Twister your Trap Trick, you can just chain and you just go off. So yeah, Trap Trick's insane. And obviously Impermanence is really good in that sense too. And then for the Paleo lineup, we play the 3 Onadois, 3 Canadia with the 3 Dynamiscus. So 3-3-3 I think is good, it works. In testing is really good. I think these are the best Paleo cards. So having the 3s of the best ones, in my opinion, is needed. And obviously you want to get into the grave. No Morella. This is literally just these cards because they're the best ones. And then yeah, you'll see the most games. Obviously Onanoids is like good for just spot removal for back row. Canadia's good, it's just the Book of Moon. And then Dynamiscus is good for the, it does the target and banish. So it's good if you brick with like a Rodent Toad, you can just ditch Rodent Toad, banish a card, and then you've still got Rodent Toad and Grave to go off next turn. So yeah, it's really good in that sense. So the 9 Paleo cards, I think, is quite nice ratios. Obviously all searchable off Trap Trick. So yeah, so just the 9 Paleo cards. And then for the rest of the traps, we play the newly off the ban list 3 Judgment, which is the main incentive why I wanted to play this deck at locals this weekend, because I thought, you know, Judgment is such a strong card. And obviously play the 2 Strike. So this is our Solemn package. Sorry if I sound a bit bunged up, guys, got a bit of hay fever going on here, so bear with me. So yeah, so 3 Judgment. It's insane, so good. Stops the normal summon. You know, if you're trying to grind for your opponent and they try and OTK, you can just take out that summon that could possibly win in the game, and they literally it's like a 4-for-1. It's so good. It's really good. I feel like the only reason it's back at 3 now is because of the time ruling. If time didn't exist, this card would probably still be at 1, if not banned. So that's why I feel Judgment's at 3. A really strong call by Konami to get this card, allow this card to be played at 3. So really interesting. It's insane, and with a control deck like Paleo, it makes the deck a lot better. And obviously then 2 strike, good generic, negation, and yeah, this solemn package is really good with the 3 judgment and 2 strikes. So pretty solid in that sense. For the last 3 cards of the deck, we play the 2 Heavy Storm Duster with the Imperial Order. Obviously Heavy Storm Duster is searchable by Trap Trick, and then Order's just a blowout against Striker and even Pendulum in this format. So yeah, so that is the deck. 40 cards, works really well. Frog Engine is really insane. So yeah, I'm probably still testing a bit, but still, it's a good fun deck to pick up if you're unsure on what to play. So yeah, so I'll show you guys the extra deck. So 3 totally awesome. Probably one of my favourite cards to ever exist. It's really strong. It's surprisingly, you'd be surprised how many people pick up this card and read it, because it is insanely strong. Having the negate, having the special from deck, and if they don't out it turn 1, you probably have got a game, because you can just, you special summon on their standby phase, the turn after you summon it, and then if they can't get rid of it, you special summon it again next turn on your standby phase, and then you can completely go off from there. So totally awesome. It's insane. He's such a good deck, such a good card. I know the OCG had it at 1 for a bit, so that speaks volumes, and it's a good card. It's a good card. So next, for the extra deck, play one of these dudes. Don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's actually really good. Occasionally comes up, but it's just options, if anything. And then the 3 Earths, we play 3 Mr. Boy. You probably play 2, but another idea hiding this deck is playing Extravagance, purely because we only need Totally Awesome and maybe one of these guys, 2 Toads and one of these guys, and the rest of the extra deck is not a necessity. So Extravagance could be an option. However, the risk of banishing all Toads would lose us the game for the sake of a draw 2. So we don't play it in that sense. But it's something that if you guys at home want to test, then you guys can give it a go, because I think it could pull off. You just have to get a bit of luck, of course, and yeah, it would make the deck a lot more consistent. So yeah, so 3 Mr. Boy, you could probably play 2, but 3 is good in that sense, in case you want to grind with your opponent. And then for the generic sort of staples for the extra deck, play the Phoenix for back row removal. Not like this deck struggles with mine or anything. Any sort of mine-based decks, this deck would do pretty well against. But Phoenix is just good overall back row removal. Also, we play the Borrowload with the Borrow Sword. Surprisingly enough, if you get enough Toads, Frogs engraved, Roam Toad can just go off, and it can, it can snatch games with builds up into G-Link 4s. Yeah, so you'd be surprised. So that is it for the links. And then next, because we side the Super Poly, we play 5 targets. So the Predaplant one is more for like Pendulum stuff and Thunder Dragon. And then we play Starving Venom, which is good against Orcust, even though Orcust took a bit of a hit. It still lingers in the format. So Starving Venom Dragon, actually good generic. And then 2 Violent Chimeras, because just in case, we want to be safe, and we've got space in the extra deck to be safe. So 3 Violent Chimeras. So they're the 5 Super Poly targets. So yeah, that is the extra deck. And then we'll quickly go on to the side. As I always say with a side deck, it is dependent on the event, whether it's a regional, a local, YCS, and it's always dependent on the format. So side deck is something I wouldn't just play what you feel like you'll play more against. in this case, if I'm going to locals, I feel like a lot True Draco might be prominent, Pendulum, and even the odd Orcust or Salamagrate. So you want to be prepared for everything in that sense, because the format is so open right now. Yes, but when the format does get more defined, you can just play those specific blowout cards for the meta. And yeah, so generically 3 Pankratops for each side and 3 Inspector Border, which is insane. Inspector Border is absolutely insane. I was main decking it for a bit, but there were just some instances where normal border and set forward just doesn't always come off, and even though it's a blowout for most decks, it's something that you could main. But for consistency purposes, you don't want to open up your Frog Engine with a border because it feels like a bit of a waste. So side deck 3 border is pretty good. And then 3 Ghost Ogre for the Striker and the Pendulum. And then you play an Artifact Engine for going first. And then to finish off the side, there should be 3 Super Poly. I can't find my third one, but a Kaiju can fit the occasion quite well. But 3 Super Poly. I think this will be a standard, seeing 3 Super Poly in the side decks in the future, just because it's a blowout against combo. So yeah, so that is the deck profile, guys. I hope you like it, and stay tuned for more videos, more content. So if you've got any suggestions, feel free to comment. Follow my Twitter, in the link in the description below. And yeah, so stay tuned, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll get more content for you guys soon. And yeah, so cheers, guys. See you soon. Bye.